but now that you've had time to decompress, when you look back on your season personally, some ups and downs, how would you characterize it?
Yeah, I think that it was, yeah, kind of like you said, honestly, I think that they looked at it as a lot of ups and downs. I think that, starting the year off playing with Maddie, kind of helping a young guy through his first, goal. I remember his goal in Anaheim. I think that was an awesome moment. And but I remember playing with him, playing against top lines from pretty much the get-go of the season. Kind of switching around through, trying to find out, obviously our best lineup for our team. I think that there's a lot of differences where I was playing the left and the right, and lots of different PK minutes, and just different situations. So I felt like I was kind of learning, honestly, a lot this year. I think that the defensive side of the game is something that takes years for guys to master, and I think that I made some positive steps in there. I made some big time mistakes as well, but you do when you're trying to get better in that area, and then I think it, for me personally, ended off pretty well in the playoffs. I wish I still could have done more, but in saying that, I think that I did, I guess, what I wanted to do now looking at.
Do you think all that you mentioned, plus the hand, was appreciated by management and coaching staff and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime that even, obviously that's what you want as a player is for that in general, but I think it's more so your teammates. I think that you want your teammates to respect you the most. That's who you go to battle with every single day, obviously, but I think so, yeah. I think that anytime someone's playing through something, obviously brings a different level, but I think it was a little crazy at the beginning, and then I kind of suited myself, so I was stuck with it.
Jake, what are you prioritizing in free agency?
Sorry?
What are you prioritizing in free agency?
To win. I think that's something that I want. I think I've been now. This is my 7th time in the playoffs. I've got a lot of experience playing games. Obviously, was close in 19. But that's the biggest thing. I think that's all I want to do now is to win a Stanley Cup. So that's the number one priority. I'm just gonna go and that's probably, I guess, what I look for.
Do you have a feeling like what your worth is, and do you have a feeling what the Bruins feel like your worth is as far as going forward?
Yeah, I think that I haven't actually talked to management today yet, so I don't have any necessarily new updates on that side of things. But I think I have a pretty good understanding of what the market is in that sense of the word. It's not that hard. You just got to look at certain guys' stats and things like that, and just go from there. But I understand kind of, I guess, the range, the cap going up and everything like that. It obviously will be different. But in saying that, I'm not going to say I'm a know-it-all. Obviously, there's logistic things that are different.
Do you see a path forward here, or is it looking more like it might be elsewhere?
Yeah, I see a path here. I mean, I think I've said it all year. I have still have hope, and if you told me at the beginning of the year I'd be here without a contract, I probably wouldn't believe you. But at the same time, I mean, I've always loved my time here. And, there's a lot of great memories, even from my rookie season to, like I said, now 7th year, I guess, in the playoffs. So lots of good memories and lots of good things that hit you on the emotional side of things, I guess, in the sense of when you're thinking about, I guess, the other side. But sitting here, I haven't talked to management. I'm not exactly sure. Still feels fresh to be lost. I hope, like I said, it works out. I've pretty much said it all year.
Jake, I think you were the last guy to peel your uniform off in 2019 when they lost in 7 games to St. Louis. It seemed like you were still sitting there in full uniform, processing it. What's changed in going forward, and, as you gain experience in life and in hockey? What have you picked up from these experiences and disappointments and the way things end?
Yeah, a lot of hard lessons, to be honest with you. Seems like that was forever ago, but I think that you obviously do everything you can to win, and I think that when the group doesn't come together, and it's tough, it's tough, hard lessons, and you just can't really understand why sometimes. I think that's probably why I was still in my gears. I couldn't, my mind doesn't work that way. I think you look at it where you have to take lessons. I know I'm going to be in this league. I know I'm going to be having hopefully another chances to go for that goal, and you just don't want to feel that feeling again. So I think that's kind of how I take about it.
Surreal, that, drafted in 15, you go through the dev camps, you make the team, you have your career. To think today could be the last day in the building?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think that's something that creeps in your mind. It sucks. It's not a good feeling to think about. And, even when we were staying at the hotel where I stayed at that first development camp, where we stayed at, when I first played my NHL game, even in the playoffs, it's one of those things that I hate, to be honest. It sucks. But in saying that, I think that I still have hope that it'll all work out. That's what I want to do, obviously. But if this is my last time in the building, I think I'll probably decompress that more when I guess that's finalized on your side. So, but it's hard, I guess, when you don't have a deal up to this point, not to think that.
Are you surprised that you didn't get a deal done during the season?
Yeah, but I understand business is business. I think that there's, I've been here for a while. I've seen lots of deals get done with guys and things, so I kind of understand, I guess, what their side is and how they usually operate. So I wasn't necessarily completely surprised, but I thought I'd be done. I thought that things would all work out earlier, I guess. But in saying that, this year was really stressful on me, and it took a lot. So I'm just looking forward to getting away, to be honest.
Jake, when you look at your last 3 years, what are you most proud of? Going from trade request to getting back to being, playoff Jake, if you will. What are you most proud of?
Yeah, I think probably that. I think probably the way, I think probably just how I play in the playoffs. I think that, there's been some good years, bad years in the playoffs, but I think the one thing I was proud of is I felt, I wish I did it more, obviously, this run, but I felt like I scored some timely goals for the team. And I think that's something that I've done since I've been younger, and probably my first playoffs, honestly, just in general, I think was probably the highlight for me. I think that there was some, like I said, some big moments, but I think it's just how I played in the playoffs. Felt that I gained a lot of confidence. I think I played almost 80 or 90 something games, so I had a lot of trial and error in there, but that's when the chips are down, and I think that I have a pretty good understanding what it takes.